Oprah Winfrey had a varied romantic history. She had relationships in college and at her job in addition to dating her high school love. Later, when visiting a sick friend of theirs, the talk show host met Stedman Graham, who went on to become her husband. The pair became grandparents to a baby girl and frequently visits Winfrey in her Hawaiian farmhouse. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Olivia. Keep watching and please subscribe. So let's start. Oprah Winfrey is an independent woman who overcame a difficult upbringing to achieve success. Yet, she did not allow her past prevent her from becoming a household name around the world and interviewing numerous well-known people. Winfrey put a lot of effort into achieving a number of positions, including CEO of a multimedia production company named Harpo, author, producer, program host, entrepreneur, businesswoman, and philanthropist. The talk show host reached the rare status of becoming an African-American woman billionaire at the age of 49. Winfrey prefers to keep her private life apart from her business life, yet she has had a varied offline love life. Anthony Otie, the author's high school sweetheart, was her first love. Although they had discussed getting married, Winfrey dumped him during their senior year. Whatever the case, Otie still has the love letters the author and he exchanged during their relationship. After meeting William Taylor at Tennessee State University, Winfrey started dating him. Taylor was assisted by the author in securing employment at WVOL Radio. After 5 years together, though, they split up because Taylor was unable to relocate to Baltimore with Winfrey. The show's host had a brief relationship with producer and pianist John Tesh in the 1970s. Tesh later wed actress Connie Sellecca in 1992, while Winfrey started dating Uliad Kramer, another employee of WGZ-TV. When Kramer joined NBC in New York, their relationship came to an end, but Winfrey called it the most enjoyable romance she had ever had. Winfrey allegedly had an affair at WGZ-TV after her romance with Kramer with a married guy who was unable to leave his wife for her. Randolph Cook, who claimed to have lived with her for a few months, began dating the author after that. Cook also asserted that they used drugs while cohabitating. He attempted to sue Winfrey in 1997 for $20 million for allegedly preventing the publication of a tell-all book about their alleged connection. Later on, the author dated Roger Ebert, who passed away in 2013. In 1986, the two co-hosted the Chicago Emmy Awards, and Winfrey claimed that Ebert was the one who suggested that she put her program in syndication. Reginald Chevalier also asserted that he was one of the men Winfrey had dated in the past. The director said that he and Winfrey lived together for 4 months after meeting on her talk program. Chevaliers claimed that when the author met Stedman Graham, their relationship came to an end. The billionaire and Graham, Winfrey's current beau, first crossed paths in 1986 while they were visiting a sick friend of theirs. When they first met, the author was aware that Graham had a girlfriend, so she did not give dating him much thought. But she disclosed, "I didn't feel very wowed, but I felt he was polite enough. He was respectful and helpful. The kind of person who sits next to a sick friend. Definitely tall and attractive. But I believed he was too attractive to be attracted to me." After the visit, the two parted ways. Winfrey offered if they could grab drinks, but Graham replied that he didn't drink. It wasn't until Graham broke up with his fiancée and asked Oprah whether she was dating anybody that she gave the idea of getting together serious thought. The author's producers cautioned Winfrey against dating the former athlete and sportswear model. So Winfrey acted cautiously and maintained a courteous friendship with Graham until he became available, at which point they began dating. She observed, "Months into the relationship, I discovered he was supportive and nice. Many people want to ride in the limo with you. Yet you need someone to assist you in catching the bus." Graham had a previous marriage to his first wife, Glenda, before starting a romance with Winfrey. Despite the fact that their marriage did not last, Wendy, the ex-daughter, Couples was born in 1975. Graham believes the timing was perfect to propose to Winfrey after dating her for more than 7 years. On the day Graham proposed to her, according to Winfrey, she was hanging out in the kitchen with her closest friend Gayle King as they awaited Graham's arrival from Chicago. "I want you to marry me," the billionaire said Winfrey when he arrived. "It appears to be time." "Well, that's very amazing," Winfrey said in response. "You're not going to believe this, Stedman just proposed," the novelist said King as she returned to the kitchen. Oprah and Graham kept their engagement a secret for 4 weeks, only telling close friends. Yet when Winfrey appeared as a guest on King's program, Eyewitness News at 5, on Hartford station WHSB, she divulged the information live on air. "Yeah, you were there the weekend that Stedman proposed," the author said in response to King's request to talk about husbands and marriages. Winfrey never even had a chance to tell her father about the new milestone, because the engagement story quickly became national news after she made this announcement. Following the announcement, the couple, who chose 1993 as the year of their wedding, but did not specify a date, received a barrage of inquiries on the day of their nuptials. The two of them eventually mastered the art of dodging the inquiry, with Graham responding at one occasion, "We will announce cheerfully when we are getting married when we decide, and not before." Winfrey never wore an engagement ring even after the marriage proposal. She informed a member of her audience during one of her performances that she was uninterested in it. "If you've all been paying attention or watching throughout the years, I don't wear any jewelry," she confessed. "I've only ever wanted one ring, a wedding ring." Winfrey has a wonderful home, but she also cares and loves Wendy, her stepdaughter, very much. Winfrey was thrilled about the proposal, but she also had some reservations. The philanthropist claimed that after getting engaged, she understood that she didn't want to get married. She stated that she and Graham were both aware of the importance of her work. "I didn't really want to get married. I desired a question. I wanted to know that he thought I was deserving of the title of his mistress, but I didn't want to put in the daily effort, compromises, or sacrifices necessary to maintain a successful marriage." Winfrey refused to wed, but she and Graham settled on a long-term relationship instead. They also came to the conclusion that being married would not save their love. The reason Graham and Winfrey have been able to maintain their relationship for almost 40 years is because each of them has developed an own character. They both have respect for one another's creative endeavors. The benefactor revealed this information. "Graham is more than just Oprah's man, in my opinion. He has written numerous books on the subject and teaches identity leadership all over the world. All the important values, integrity foremost among them, are shared by both of us, and we like watching the other realize their mission and destiny." His Good Life Project podcast is defined as a platform for helping individuals discover their identities, live their lives, and lead from a place of alignment as a method to find success. The former athlete's successful career also includes hosting it. When Graham and Winfrey first began dating, he was cast in the author's light and was referred to as Oprah's boyfriend by others. He claimed, however, that he toiled hard to emerge from Winfrey's shadow and develop his own ideas and aspirations. "It has nothing to do with my life, but I'm with a very special person who is just so unbelievable. That's how she lives. I merely help her in living her life. She also encourages me in my life." Graham claimed that she and Winfrey function at their best when they collaborate, put in a lot of effort, and each have their own interests, goals, and ambitions. He continued by saying that their relationship was more about improving themselves each day to be a better version of themselves than it was about the general public or TV shows. Winfrey added that Graham didn't swear and was very upbeat, and that she adored him for being calm as a mountain, even-tempered, responsible, trustworthy, and patient. "Everyone who meets him is always in awe of what a true gentleman he is. I have never heard him spread rumors or speak poorly of somebody. Many times, I have done it myself. He is concerned about me and everyone he knows." In addition to raving about her partner, the philanthropist shared that she had considered starting a family when they first got engaged. She acknowledged that she had acquired a second residence in advance. She reasoned, "Well, I'm going to need room for kids if we get married." Winfrey realized the level of commitment and sacrifice required to become a mother, therefore her dream did not come true. She thought back on her life, which included working up to 17 hours a day on some days, and realized that she was content to simply return home to her 2 dogs. "Stedman, who is enabling me to be who I need to be in the world, is there for me. He never makes me feel under any pressure, such as, 'Where's my breakfast? Where is my meal?' Never any of it, which I thought our marriage would have changed." Graham and Winfrey, who have been married for 37 years, spend a lot of time together, including at Oprah's farmhouse in Hawaii. Winfrey purchased the property a few years ago on the advice of Bob Greene, a former personal trainer who is now a property manager. Unlike what a developer could have done, the author fell in love with the location and acquired it. But she did not build condos there. Winfrey set out on a mission to transform the small gray ranch she had purchased into a modern farmhouse. The renovated house now boasts a sizable veranda where guests may relax and take in the Hawaiian scenery. The entire house has French doors, and the interior is decorated with magnificent antiques that reflect American culture. The focal point of the living area is a weather vane in the form of a galloping horse. This room is decorated with a replica tea container that was turned into a lamp. The drapes were stitched in India, while the sofas in the living room are covered in a Busak chenille. A sight to behold is Winfrey's bedroom. There is a door that opens up onto the terrace. It also features a high ceiling, which makes the room feel open and spacious. The bedroom's stenciled floral theme keeps the fork art alive. It is located between 2 beams. The bedroom may also be converted into a living area thanks to a specially made chair, sofa, and ottoman. Winfrey can also pull back the sheer panels, which are made of beautiful Belgian linen, to sit in the bespoke chair and enjoy the breeze from the beach. The ceiling of Winfrey's kitchen is stenciled with a quilt-inspired pattern, while the walls are decorated with flowery patterns. Moreover, it contains 3 triple light fixtures from Anne Morris Antiques and bar stools in the Windsor style. A few strategically placed pieces of art inside the home also testify to the rural farming surroundings. Thomas Hart Benton, an American painter, created Waterboy, which is displayed in the living room. 2 brass candlesticks encased in 19th century glass hurricanes, and a collection of colorful French jaspe ceramic pitchers may be found on her 18th century English dresser. Winfrey has a real, intimate Hawaiian home that can accommodate 2 or 3 of her pals. She loves the house she built distant from her roots and across the Pacific. "I absolutely adore my home. It's a treasure, very precious and lovely. Such a typical, everyday home. It has a cozy blanket-like feel. A beautiful and plush cashmere one." Winfrey has a lovely vacation home, but she also has a stepdaughter named Wendy, who she adores and cares for dearly. She claimed to have fallen in love with Wendy on their first day of dating and to consider Wendy to be her own daughter. Because of their intense love, Winfrey and Graham were thrilled when Wendy gave birth to a child and made them grandparents. Bradley Kerwin Green, an engineer, is the husband of Wendy Green, who gave birth to her daughter Candace in May 2015. Winfrey and Graham have remained together over the years, supporting one another regularly and walking the red carpet together looking ecstatic.